Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of the Johnathan podcast. I am joined here by my very happy co-host, Mr. Cookie, of whom I have not kidnapped and forced to do this episode with. If they would be so happy as to talk.
No!
Okay.
Oh no.
They said no and oh no.
Oh yeah, it was just this basement, it's quite dark.
Listen, you save the groaning sounds from my whipping till after the podcast, okay? Anyway,
What the hell?
we're joined here by a very, very special guest. Shut up. We're joined here by a special guest, so please welcome to the stage, Deggydylan. You already saw him in the audience. Here he is. Say something.
I was in the audience. Did you know I have 154 subscribers? It's pretty crazy. That's my opening words.
Yes, this is, according to
That's my personality.
multiple sources, the best YouTuber in the history of YouTube.
Welcome to the basement.
Yeah,
This is a basement?
Yep.
don't worry about
I
it.
was not informed of this.
It's law related.
Content
Damn.
farm.
Something I was worried about was that since me and Cosmic both have dark profile pictures, it would look like Mr. Cookie was the odd one out, because I changed my profile picture since last podcast, and the point is Mr. Cookie and I are supposed to look alike, but that's not the case anymore. But luckily yours is different from Cosmic's, and yours is just straight up red, so that's good enough to, like blood. Anyway, so
Blood.
that's basically
I like
the intro.
drinking that.
So if you're watching this in the premiere, because no one talked when I wanted to, well, Cosmic did, but we're not going to talk about that. Since no one had the shout out, I'm going to just do the shout out now, because I don't want to be bothered to make another video to shout out Cosmic. Shout out to Cosmic.
Who's shouted out? Oh, Cosmic is shouted out.
Yeah, Cosmic is getting shouted out because he was the only one in the live chat last time who said something to be shouted out. And there'll be another one of those later on in this podcast, but you're going to have to watch until see that happen.
Goody.
Anyway, so time to go on to talking, and so I had something to talk about, but I forgot, so I'm gonna put the pressure on Deggydylan since that's what this podcast is about.
Yeah, cool. Guys, did you know that my newest video released one day ago? I know how time works, trust me.
I don't think anyone
released.
does.
And it currently sits at 458 views.
The knife in
Let's
my
listen.
hand is 3 Nerf darts long.
That is
You haven't yet.
the one.
Yes, no.
Fun facts on the Johnathan podcast. Stay tuned for next episode for more fun facts like this, and you might be lucky enough to find some more later on in the podcast. Anyway,
Who owns a knife?
I think if you don't own a knife, you're doing something wrong with your life.
Yeah, well, I don't own a knife. I've got a small handheld light. That's a tube, sort of.
Interesting.
Could probably work as a bludgeoning weapon.
What some people might not know about this podcast is that Deggydylan was not supposed to be the original special guest, and our original special guest kind of died, so we couldn't do that. Not literally.
No one say about the fact that I killed them.
Yeah, let's not
Wait,
talk about that.
damn.
He tried to escape the basement.
Yeah, and we don't accept that in these parts. Regardless.
There can only be one guest.
Yes. I mean,
Special episode, 5 guests.
oh god. All the
Yes!
Episode 5 special, we bring back all the guests from the original episodes, of which there would only be 3 because of Nanaman, you, and next episodes. Which now we
But
don't know who it's gonna be, so that's not important.
If this video gets 1 million likes, we will have 3 special guests at the same time.
If this video gets over 7 likes and more than 100 views, I'll buy a Minecraft Java Edition. Then DaMagpieMan will start a server.
Wait, what?
Damn.
I didn't agree to this.
No, you agreed to it. It's too late. It's too late. Remember
It's in
that
the fine
contract
print
you
of the
signed
contract.
on that one random game that you didn't read? That was in there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's what they sneak into the terms and conditions when you never look.
Yeah, terms and conditions are kind of genuinely a scam.
You wouldn't know how many limbs I've lost because of them. I'm running out. I've only got 5 left.
Oh. Does your head count as a limb?
No.
I feel like it should because it's.
How many limbs do crabs have?
They've got a lot of limbs, bro. They've got a lot of limbs.
Yeah.
I always draw crabs with 6 legs, but they have 8. It's just less visually appealing.
Insecto crab. It's a crab, but it's an insect.
Because you lost the other ones to the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Law being unveiled on the Johnathan podcast.
The truth
This
has finally
episode should
been.
literally just be called the Johnathan podcast episode Law. Because there's
I
nothing
love
but law.
law.
Also, something I realized that I forgot to do is set up a timer, so now no one's gonna know when we should move on to the next section. So we just keep talking till I feel like it's gone on for long enough. And we might check back again, we might have been recording for 7 hours, who knows?
We'll never know. We'll never know. The only way we could possibly know is the convenient computer clock placed in the bottom right-hand side corner of the screen.
Yes.
The bomb is ticking. You have 5 minutes to deactivate it. If you
Yes.
do not deactivate it in time, I will die.
Wait, Mr.
Yeah.
Cookie, think of a password, but don't say it out loud.
Okay.
If the
Banana.
live chat can guess the password in 5 minutes, Mr. Cookie survives. We're not gonna know till this premieres on YouTube, which isn't gonna be till like tomorrow or something.
Come on, guys.
Wait, so do
Save
you have
Mr.
to
Cookie.
preemptively die?
He has
I
to.
don't-
No, he's like Schrodinger's cat. He's both dead and alive till the premiere.
That seems pretty alive to me right now, although I guess I wouldn't know.
I mean, no, he's still got 5 minutes left, and then he's
That life's looking pretty handy right now.
then he's
It was
in
a
that
five-letter password, was it?
just any password. It could be like the longest English word.
It starts with C, guys. And it
You're not
has.
supposed
Wait,
to say that.
Crab.
let me think. I'm just trying to
Crab.
think. So it's spelled
Parrot.
C-H-E-E-S-E. How many letters is that?
Character.
That is
Crayon.
2 letters.
Okay. Nice.
Mr. Cookie.
Yes.
DaMagpieMan. Ah!
Yes.
Did I get it?
No, I just said my name, so.
Fiddlesticks.
Interesting.
You bury the platypus.
I don't know if it's been 5 minutes yet. I don't know if Mr. Cookie's
Time.
dead or not.
Time to break a Joy-Con for content.
Wait, no.
What?
You're not supposed to be able to
That-
break Nintendo, like the original Nintendo products. You're not supposed to be able to break those. They're made out of some invincible material which you cannot break.
Thinking of Nokia.
Transformium.
Nokia did the same thing. I don't know why they don't make buildings out of Nokia phones. That seems like the obvious way to go about life, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that seems a little overkill, though. It also would be decently expensive, I feel.
Just take out the electronics and just get like the stupidly strong plastic material that they use. I don't even know if it's plastic. I wasn't born in like the 80s.
Dog, that'd be Marvel Vibranium.
In this episode, DaMagpieMan's basement is being raided, so everyone can save me. Good thing this episode's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Shut up. No, we're
is it
not.
free?
No, we're
In
not.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends is initially free, but this video is reverse sponsored. We have to say bad things about Raid Shadow Legends so that they never sponsor us in
Raid
the
Shadow
future.
Legends. You
Or if they
create
still
teams of 5, 4, 3, 4, 5.
In
3
Raid
to
Shadow
5, I don't
Legends,
even
no
remember.
one knows how to play Raid Shadow Legends.
It's
I
free!
think it's an RPG somehow. Some sort of.
It's
It's
some
pay
sort of-
to win!
But it's free, but there's probably thousands of microtransactions along the way.
And it's pay to win.
That makes sense.
You know what? I think we've said only true information this long into the podcast.
That's why it's called the Johnathan Podcast Episode Law. Anyway,
Oh, if you're on the bus listening to this, leave a comment.
yeah, or go on the live.
Or a
chat.
train,
That says
or a
Raid
helicopter,
Shadow
or a
Legends
boat,
is free.
or a plane, or a train. Did I already say that? Or
I
a
think
car.
we have enough time to talk about one more topic, and I have a straight up question for you, Mr. Deggydylan.
Oh,
Why do you spam the comment section of every Johnathan podcast?
because no one can stop me except you.
Fair enough, and I'm not going to stop you because
You know, yeah,
22 comments looks good on the video, so you know.
it really does.
You just don't scroll down. Just accept the
Let
fact.
me have a conversation with myself in the future. Hi, how's it going? You look great
Did you
today.
get the eggs? No, I forgot the eggs, but I got
I'm
the milk.
having the conversation here. What are you trying to have a conversation with your future self at the same time here? There can only
I
be
am
one
also trying
time
to-
traveler. There can only
Everyone
be one
join
time-
in. Everyone have conversations.
You guys
with
are talking
yourself.
to your future
If you're in the
selves.
chat,
I'm talking to
do
my
it.
past
than
self.
everyone else talking into the. You're talking to your past. How does that even work? What?
I've got a.
Careful, past me. 9/11's about to happen.
Wait, what?
What?
Get out of that building.
Go, run! Why are you still there?
See that plane coming towards you? Yeah, there's a plane coming towards you. We should stop making jokes
what?
about this. This isn't.
Yeah, no.
This isn't YouTube. Don't worry about it. We're not
You
talking
should
about. We're
chill,
talking about 11/9. We're talking about 7-Eleven. That like fast food place.
Guys,
I don't even.
7-Eleven's
know
about
what
to
it is.
happen. Watch out.
Guys, 7-Eleven's
It's a
coming.
service station. It's not a fast food place.
It's not.
Anyway,
No.
I think that's
Good.
enough time, Mr. Cookie. We finished our regular talking section, which means it's now your turn to do your review section.
Alright. I got a special thing this episode, and for legal reasons, I'm not allowed to show you a picture of it. But for Christmas, I got a gun.
Oh.
This is very, very top line content right here. I don't even know what I said.
man-
I'm kind of stroke.
This man has a knife and a gun.
Who says you can't
I'm
have
gonna
a
be
knife
like-
and a gun?
Hold up. I failed to stand up. I must be Joe from Family Guy. Where's my knife gone? I lost my knife. Anyways, yeah, I've got a gun. It's pretty nice. It shoots these little, these styrofoam bullets.
Do they hurt?
I put toothpicks in the end of them, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
If it doesn't hurt, it's not a gun.
I'm about to speed up my monitor and hope for nothing break.
That's not a good idea.
Okay, here we go. I don't want to do it. Should I do it for the content?
Do it for
Even
the
though you can't
law.
see it? Alright, for the lore! Then,
Do it.
Mr. Cookie whips out his gun and shoots Deggydylan.
Ow.
That
I
must
can
have
always
hurt.
take a bullet. I can take a. Chill,
You're a
chill.
crab. You'll.
Can you take another bullet?
Probably not to. Probably not to. I'll
Alright,
draw the
I'll
line
shoot
there.
another
Your
one at you.
weakness is 2 bullets, not 1, 2.
Oh, the bullet didn't come out. You must have plot armor.
Oh no, that
Plot
robot
armor,
can
because
only
this
be stopped
episode
by
is
one
all-
thing: a gun.
The only thing that can break
Alright,
plot
I'll just
armor
shank the
is
monitor.
what? Oh,
I'm shanking the monitor.
what if you accidentally shank yourself in the monitor? What happened to this section?
I don't even know.
This is supposed to be
What's
a
the
review.
rating? What's the rating?
What's the rating for this gun? We want to see a
The
rating.
rating of the gun? Oh, it's a good gun. It's red and black. It shoots bullets. It's fun. The rating is 5 out of 10 because it failed to kill Deggydylan, meaning I can't have crab cake. So,
That's sad.
They only have
Want
one
that
bullet
cake.
in the gun.
I'm pretty sure that section lasted for like 1 minute. So we need more.
It'll be counterbalanced by the first section being overly long compared to the second section, and it'll probably work out, guys. Trust.
well, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna explain the lore to everyone.
What's the lore of the Johnathan podcast? We already explained in episode 1. We already explained why it's called the Johnathan podcast. Now we explain its rival podcast, the Ronald podcast.
Oh my goodness. And how I'm trapped in your basement for content, and how Deggydylan came in from the alternate universe of the Ronald podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a betrayal comment on the first episode where he mentions how the Ronald podcast would sound better than the Jonathan podcast, which is a cardinal sin. That's all I have to say.
And then I
It
tried to
would,
shoot him, but he
it would.
survived.
It would. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what someone from the Ronald podcast universe would say.
April Fool's episode instead of the Johnathan podcast, the Ronald podcast.
I was gonna do that. You just spoiled it. I'm gonna cut that out of the podcast.
Nope.
None of that.
If you're so confident that the Ronald podcast is inferior to the Johnathan podcast, what if you put a poll out where people could vote on which one is better?
There would only be 2 votes. One from me and one from you, and it would be 50%. So, like, what would we do? In the event of a tie, we do a gunfight. But we bring
Can I
knives.
join?
I'm in, boys. I'm in.
Sure.
Let's go.
Meet up IRL and we're gonna have a gunfight.
Johnathan Podcast Episode 4 featuring DaMagpieMan and Deggydylan in a gunfight. Only one can survive.
Bro.
Okay, since you're going to reappear in Episode 4, supposedly, I'm gonna have to keep you in the basement for just a little longer. But don't worry, ask Mr. Cookie, the food's great. Isn't it, Mr.
I hope
Cookie?
you like dead rats.
Oh no, tonight we're doing a special. We're not doing dead rats tonight. We're doing Dead Mr. Cookie tonight.
The Ohio special.
The Ohio special. Exactly.
For the gunfight, I'm gonna fly you both down to Ohio.
No.
I
I don't like this idea. I don't like it anymore.
I have a territorial advantage.
Oh gosh, no. Guys, I'm feeling a little sick, guys. Think I might need to tap out. I was just thinking, it's just been real. It's
If
been
you
real
tap
nice.
out,
with
then
the
we have to agree that the Johnathan podcast is better than the Ronald podcast.
And then we'll
Okay,
be
I'm
having
getting my
crab
gun back. I'm feeling a lot more healthy now.
Okay. Anyway, I think that was enough filler for the podcast, so that we can move on to the next segment, even though that segment was still unbelievably short and wasn't even a review segment, but I'm going to put it in the description as review segment regardless.
No, we'll call it the Ohio segment.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a little
Reviewing
filler anyway?
Ohio. Reviewing Ohio, negative 37 out of
What?
10.
No, Ohio man's just... Ohio gets an Ohio out of 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Ohio out of 10. That's how I rate it.
I don't even know how
You
you
got
spell
to-
that
we
with
got-
numbers.
We got 2 cookie reviews in one podcast. Why did it take me so long to say that?
Bro.
Anyway, moving on to the next section. You guys... Alright, so this is for the audience, but Deggydylan, nor Mr. Cookie knows this. Well, Mr. Cookie knows a bit of it, but not much. Usually we do a trivia section. We decided to shake things up a little bit. We're not doing trivia today.
Oh,
Yay!
We're doing gunfight. No, we're saving that for next episode. But we are
beach
doing...
volleyball?
Sure.
I'm gonna find out where Deggydylan lives, and I'm gonna go to his house, and I'm gonna give him a gun, and then I'm gonna take him to DaMagpieMan's house, and they're gonna have a gunfight.
No, we have to do it in Ohio though.
Okay.
Except my
Take
house
2
is
helicopters,
Ohio.
lift up both houses, bring them both to central Ohio, and then just reenact the game of Fortnite.
I don't know whether to start my section or keep the Ohio section going. Regardless, we're going to my segment, and so, how this is gonna work is, once again, it's kind of like a game show, kind of not. But so you guys all know the idea of a Q&A, right? Someone asks a question, you have to give an answer, right?
Yes.
Well, we're
Me
mixing
and
things up a little bit. We're
Watson?
not doing an A and Q. We're doing what I would like to call it. We're doing an A and Q. I'm going to give you an answer, and then you have to give me a question. That is true for yourself. Okay.
All right then.
Okay.
So all right. So let's do a demo one, and then basically I'm just gonna grade whoever gives me the better question, and then whoever has the most points by the end wins.
Then.
And feel free to play along at home, pals.
Yeah, me from the future will do that.
Okay.
And I'll have two answers, and you only have one, so I'm sure I'll win.
Anyway, you can't really grade yourself. I'll tell you. If both your answers suck, I'll give a point to the live chat. Except you won't be giving answers, you'll be giving questions. All right. So
If
answer
this
number
video
one.
gets 69 likes, I'm gonna dox Deggydylan.
All right. So answer number 1, 3 times. What's the question, guys? Mr. Cookie, you go first.
All the times I did your mother.
It's a
Wait, what?
strong
That's not
contender.
a question. That's not a question. That's not a question.
Rephrase that as
How
a question.
many times did I do your mother?
Okay. And Deggydylan, do you have a question?
The question is the correct amount of grains of sand to add to a cake to increase the flavor. That's not even a question that works.
No.
You know, I'll just forfeit this round. You know, we
Mr. Cookie gets the point. Mr. Cookie is
Yeah.
the reigning champion of my segment. He's won both times. So,
Hey yo.
anyway. Answer number 2. I need to think of this. Okay, just a second, guys. Talk about something funny while I think of an answer.
So DaMagpieMan. Pretty hilarious, you know, right?
He would say
Content
that.
funny?
Yeah,
Content
kinda.
is funny.
I like laughing at DaMagpieMan.
Yes.
He makes me haha giggle.
When I see DaMagpieMan, I laugh.
Yes. Not because I'm funny, but because I look like an idiot.
Because of how bad your content is.
I know.
I mean, what?
That's why my content. That's why people laugh, because my content is bad.
This segment's turned into roasting the DaMagpieMan.
Yeah, what if we just... Okay, Mr. Cookie, we just roast him without questions instead of
Okay.
whatsoever playing the game. Just,
Okay.
it'll work, okay.
Alright, question number 2. Not the question, the answer is DaMagpieMan. This is your chance to completely destroy me.
Okay.
Mr. Cookie, you
I'll
go
go
first.
The worst content creator alive is...
You have to
Well,
phrase it as a
that's-
question.
That was the question.
That's not a quest.
Yep, that's not a question, there's no question mark, it's a colon.
You don't even know what a question is.
That's a question!
That's not a question.
If you ask who's the worst content creator,
Yeah, but yeah, that's
No,
a question.
you said the
The
worst
worst content creator is.
that's still a question.
I don't know.
It's
Because
like,
it ends with,
it's like an exam question. We don't accept those.
but it didn't end in the DaMagpieMan. The answer hadn't been said yet.
Well,
Anyway,
that's not.
Deggydylan,
Sure,
let's see if you can do
sure,
better, which
sure.
shouldn't be too difficult.
Because apparently I suck at questions.
I have more. No, that's not a question. Damn.
Who has less subscribers than Deggydylan?
Yeah, who has less subscribers than Deggydylan?
There's only one answer that applies for that, and that's me, because there's
Yeah,
not a
that's-
single YouTube
yeah.
channel that has less than how many? Like
154.
My YouTube channel has 0 subscribers.
But that channel
Oh.
doesn't count because we're not counting YouTube channels. We're only
What's
counting...
your channel called? What's your channel called?
I don't upload on it. I had an old channel I used to upload on.
We don't talk about that.
I did Roblox videos.
We don't talk about that.
Roblox.
Yo,
Isn't Roblox just the best game? Alright, that's the answer to the next question. Roblox. What's
I've
the
left those
question?
days behind, and now I
Whenever I try
throw
and play
grenades at
Roblox,
people.
my eyes turn white.
Mr. Cookie, what is the question? If
Yeah,
the
wonder
answer
why.
is- Mr. Cookie, what is the question if the answer is Roblox? For the record, the score's tied.
I'm trying to think how to put this into a question.
Yeah, the real challenger here is trying to phrase whatever you say as a question.
That is
Simple grammar is the final boss of this game show.
I mean, who is good at grammar? English is like the worst language.
English worst, yes.
If there was a language tier list, English would be in the below F tier. It wouldn't even be on the tier list.
Yeah. Bro, how
Which
many
game do you
words-
play? So Mr. Cookie throws a flashbang at you.
That's smart, but also too
Right.
smart to be kind of funny. Anyway, Deggydylan.
It's too intelligent to be funny.
Like your content. What?
Why eyes hurt?
Those answers are both
What?
great. And I'm going to give the point to the live chat because they deserve 1 point at least.
Oh.
And now we're going to the final round because I feel like this is going on for too long, even though Mr. Cookie's segment probably went on for longer. But
Do I get a bonus star for having the shortest answer? Is this Mario
do-
Party rule?
Yeah, we'll do bonus stars at the end. Right.
Gold stars. Yeah.
Alright, by the way, stars mean nothing. It's only points that count. So bonus stars won't even mean anything. They're for
Oh,
bra-
damn.
You know what'd be funny?
The
If live
points-
chat won.
The points? Oh god. Yeah, it comes down to this. If you guys both give crap answers, live chat wins.
No.
You don't want that.
I forfeit this round.
Okay, well then it's up to Deggydylan to stop live chat from winning.
I've got to pick the.
The answer.
What's the answer?
The answer is live chat. What's the
Who's
question?
gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Okay, and the answer to that is live chat, because I'm giving them the point for funnies.
Wouldn't
Live
it be
chat
funny
wins.
if no one's in the live chat?
That would be
Well-
funny. No one wins, because everyone sucks.
No.
No one wins. Can we get a round of applause for no one? That's what I thought. There's no round of applause because no one doesn't exist.
Oh.
Let me
Everyone
applause.
exists.
Oh wait, I have noise suppression on.
Oh crap.
Equip sunglasses.
Noise suppression because I don't want to hear your mum's vacuum cleaner in your room while you're talking. Default.
That was my
reactions.
vacuum.
I'm trying to make a vacuum cleaner noise while still triggering Discord's noise suppression. What is
Now for bonus stars.
the bonus stars? Yes.
The bonus star for the most reddest profile picture goes to Mr. Cookie. Because I like because what the hell?
What the?
I don't like that. I don't.
They cut some kids up in the basement. It's getting overpopulated.
What, do you have some sort of like hydraulic press system that you use to get them out?
No, I squish them up and then I eat them
Oh.
into
do you have
tiny
a
little
hydraulic press?
tiny little cubes.
That makes sense. Wait, what if the Johnathan podcasts, each episode it just progressively gets longer? Like the first episode was like 20 minutes, the second episode was like 30 minutes. Well, the first episode was like 20 minutes, and then second episode was 30 minutes, and this episode's gonna be like 40 minutes, and then like episode 20 is gonna be 24 hours or something.
Be that special guest.
Yeah, that's no. Well, Mr. Cookie is the permanent special guest. I don't know why I played around my microphone there, because now it's gonna ruin the quality of the podcast.
Yeah, how come everyone else gets to leave the basement except me?
Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of the Johnathan podcast. I am joined here by Mr. Cookie. Mr. Cookie. And
Hey.
today we're here to talk about, well, the very first Johnathan podcast. So we have a few things prepared for you today.
I think we just went back in
hope
time.
that you'll enjoy what we have talked about.
Guys, who's
Tales in the universe, the Ronald podcast, it's real!
Oh crap!
There we go.
This is the
There we go.
recording for the first episode.
Of the Ronald podcast.
I dare you to make a Ronald podcast on your channel, Deggydylan. I dare you.
Okay, alright then. What if I went live right now? What if I went live right now?
We're already live right now.
What
On
if I went
Discord.
live again?
Live squared.
Giggle funny.
Okay, you know what? I don't even know. I've never gone live before. We'll skip out on that idea.
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks.
Don't you have to like prep it for like 24 hours or something?
Yeah, I did that.
Why?
Channel idea. I spent 24 hours in the Johnathan podcast. Me and
Yeah,
DaMagpieMan just have to sit in the call for 24 hours. And
That's-
even when we go to sleep,
That's not gonna be. Just
call's
like,
still gonna be.
it's like 8 hours of just not talking. And then just like suddenly you just hear snoring.
I'll stay awake all night. I'll just go like, I'm still here. Jesse, wake up!
That's some weird snoring, bro.
Wake up. We need to record episode 4 of the Johnathan podcast. Jesse.
Oh. Cue the Better Call Saul theme for some reason because it sounds better than the Breaking Bad theme in my opinion.
Better call Johnathan.
Dying. Dying.
We don't have the rights to this song, so we're using the Deggydylan a cappella version.
That's the new intro for the Johnathan podcast. Clip that, what Deggydylan just did, and that's the new intro.
That seems like fun.
When the podcast starts, that song will play.
Anyway, we're not done yet, but I think my section is well done now, so we're going to move on to the... This podcast has been full of random segments that don't make any sense, but that's fine.
Can we get the Ohio
We're
segment back?
unprepared.
Can we split it in two and then just put it at the middle and the end of the podcast?
How do we continue the Ohio segment? Are we just supposed to keep talking about the gunfight?
Can't even interview the special guest in Ohio.
Interesting. Well, I feel like we should
Okay,
move...
in the Ohio segment, move on to the next segment now.
Okay, that was... I'm gonna put that in the timestamp anyway. It's just gonna
Yes.
be the smallest sliver of timeline.
Yes.
Special interview section with Deggydylan because
Alright.
interviewing's fun. Okay, question.
I dare you to give me a question. I dare you. I dare you.
Question.
I dare you.
You want to go to Ohio?
Do I want to go to Ohio?
It's not a
Yes.
there's a correct answer to this question, by the way. You can get this question wrong.
Remember, I've got a gun.
Yeah. I want to go to Ohio. I want to go to Ohio.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, your plane ticket's booked.
Okay.
I'm gonna human traffic you. You're going to Ohio.
Okay. All right.
Until then, you're gonna have to stay in the basement, though.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Can I
Anyway.
have some like food that isn't rats?
Sorry, we don't provide that. Although we
Some
are
of the
cooking-
children. I've got plenty spare.
Oh, okay. Then.
Oh, it's on
There's a-
Andrew Tate, guys.
Guys, in the description of this video, we're starting a basement fund so that we in the basement can purchase a PS3 for us guys to play together while we're waiting for like the Ohio gunfight
We
in
should-
Ohio.
We should start a GoFund for PS3.
Help us buy a PS3 for the basement. We're desperate.
GoFundMe PS3 for my basement so that I can wait for my pals to go to Ohio and play Fortnite IRL.
We also need to purchase.
What is this podcast?
We also need to purchase electricity so that we can actually use the PS3. Right now, we just use lamp oil for lamps.
We'll just use a potato.
Potato? Potato battery? Is that?
Potato number one.
I wonder if you could power a PS3 with a potato battery.
I no.
If DaMagpieMan gets
can't.
500 subscribers, I'll try that in real life.
Do you have a
Sure.
PS3 to try it with?
No, but I can steal one.
I
mean-
think a potato battery outputs the raw energy required to power all the functions of a PS3.
Oh, I can't play potato Fortnite.
But what
That's
if you
really sad.
what if you stage it?
Well, then anything's possible.
We're just gonna do a little. Who's a YouTuber that's known for staging things?
DaMagpieMan.
We're gonna do a little MagpieMan moment right here. Just a little. We'll do a little trolling.
Okay,
My
and end
goodness.
script 1, move on to the 5th page. Okay, special guest interview, page 2.
Special guest.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color, lime green.
Incorrect. You lose a point, Mr. Cookie.
Oh,
You have the chance to
What
steal.
the heck?
When did this turn into trivia?
Shut up.
Just then.
Da, 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 da.
The timestamp's gonna look like there's like one segment, and then just goes into another segment, and then just goes back to the segment it was
So
in.
what's your favorite color? Answer the floopity floopin' question.
Time
Got a
up.
gun
The
on
correct answer was the
Green
correct.
thread.
Incorrect. The correct answer was gun. So you both lose all your. You both.
But I
both of
did
you.
say I have fun.
Both of you lose all your points and your.
No, not my social credit. Wait, what?
Anyway, should we end the podcast or should we keep going for fun?
I don't even. Why don't we go back to the Ohio segment?
Ohio segment number 3.
It just started again.
Okay,
the
we're going
special-
back into the Ohio segment.
Guys, the
Whoa.
weirdest thing happened. I'm trying to, those slushy cups? Yeah, I've got one of those. I was just trying to make some drink, and a crocodile crawled out of it. Bro, I can't even make slushies in Ohio.
Alright, and the Ohio segment. God, that
Now
was
start
weird.
the Nintendo Switch segment. This video is sponsored by Nintendo. Thanks to Nintendo, I can finally play a game with my entire family. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is my favorite game to play with the whole family. It's so fun, because I get to kill my brother with a red shell, and a blue shell,
I just
and a
broke-
Glock 19.
I just cut open a live wire. Was that a good idea?
In this episode, DaMagpieMan dies.
The end. Roll the credits.
This episode of the Johnathan podcast is opening the multiverse theory.
Okay, then, jeez. Right.
We've
Podcast
started.
is coming.
Ronald podcast coming soon to a channel near you.
Oh no.
DaMagpieMan into the multiverse.
Anyway,
Why don't you review an item, DaMagpieMan? You should review an item.
Foreshadowing?
foreshadowing. We're not.
Foreshadowing?
I think we've
You
done
got any
enough.
items to review?
How
No.
long have I been recording for? I'm gonna check OBS. Actually, no, I'm not gonna check OBS because then you'll see my private information on my desktop because I can't be bothered to edit this video.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching the Mr. Cookie podcast. Tune in next week to see the next special guest, and then the week after that, we'll do all the special guests
Tune
if
in
they
next
want.
week when we touch grass.
Wait,
That
what?
may
I
have-
didn't agree to that. I didn't agree to that.
You're not gonna be
New
the special
segment,
guest.
Mr. Cookie touches grass.
I hate to say this to you, Deggydylan, but you're not going to be living to be the special guest next episode.
Oh.
But maybe in episode 5,
Yeah,
we'll get
maybe.
all the special guests back. That means there'll be 4 people.
That's a lot of people.
And we can have a
Anywho,
battle royale. Do all you guys have Fortnite battle royale? Because we can all do a Fortnite battle royale fight.
I can figure out
Only-
a way.
I can only do that in real life.
Alrighty then.
Well, it's been great having you on the podcast, both
In
of you
this
guys.
episode, I human trafficked all these contestants, and they'll be fighting IRL Fortnite.
We are reaching the
Goodbye.
point. We are reaching the point where it is no longer safe to put this on YouTube. So we're gonna end this.
The
before things get out
multiverse
of
is real,
control.
guys.
The multiverse
The
is
Sane
real.
Ohio bring the Ohio segment back.
Ohio segment number 4.
Hashtag bring the Ohio segment back.
Thank you for watching the Johnathan podcast episode Law, and we hope you
No,
enjoyed.
it's called episode Ohio. I'm changing it.
Even more Law. Episode Ohio. We'll see what. Thank you for hanging in. This podcast was the most interesting by far, because we actually did something different for once. Imagine.
By the way, I've been
original
standing
content.
up in a ghillie suit the entire time.
Alright, is the current section the end or is it the Ohio segment? I'm confused.
It's both.
It's the end of the Ohio segment.
Gosh.
Guys, I think this video is going to attract 0 attention. So thank you everyone for watching, even though no one is here and I'm talking to a computer screen inside my bedroom.
Hey, sussy guys.
And I'm gonna
I wanna
kick
get
both of
myself.
these guys out of the
I'm gonna go
Discord.
straight.
I have something very important to say.
What
If you
is it?
kick me, the entire world will die.
Too bad.
Everyone will.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.